when I was on top of the world doing the most heart surgery in New York and knocking them down and having a good time and
lifting them up.
Yeah, not lifting them up, not knocking them down. Knocking them down first, then you lift them up after,
after
the surgery.
Right?
But I began to recognize that I was getting frustrated that so much of what I was doing in the operating room could have been avoided if people just had a little bit of insight into the preventive tactics that we know work, like eating differently, getting more activity into our day-to-day life. Cigarettes are an obvious one, but there are many others, how they cope with stress. And sometimes they were doing things they thought were healthy that weren't. So Lisa very clearly said, you know what, if you don't like how it is, go fix it. People out there, America's not getting the message about health because you're not giving it to them. And who better than you, specifically you, not just medicine, but you going out there and changing that equation. So thanks to Lisa, actually started working with Oprah. Oprah taught me a lot about how to talk to people about health, because a doctor has to be an educator. The word doctore comes from the Latin for teacher. So if I'm a teacher, I got to have pupils who want to learn, but I've got to bring a good class to them. And once I finished my, Oprah University training, I was ready to graduate onto my own show, which is frankly why I'm still on the air, because the vast majority of these shows don't work, in part because the hosts weren't groomed the right way. They didn't really have a very clear focus on what lane they were going to be in, what need were they saving and solving for. Because I'm called a host, but I'm actually a guest in people's homes, right? I mean, you got to invite me in. You got to invite my people with me.
Point.
You got to, I got to have good messages for you. I can't go in there and just bluster about how my celebrity friends are doing such great things. They don't care. If you're living in Des Moines, Iowa, you need help. Right? Or Cincinnati, Ohio, or Atlanta, Georgia. You want people to come into your home and give you insights, lighten your load. And so television literally should do that, right? It brings light into your home, but it should lighten your load by making it enjoyable. And if you do it right, it could enlighten you, which is the extra twist that I add to it.
What did Oprah teach you about connection?
We do not change what we do based on what we know. We change what we do based on how we feel. And they frankly don't care how much you know unless they understand how much you care. Right? You got to care before they'll
But
listen
you always cared.
I know, but I've got to actually make that super clear. And the content you bring to them tells that story. If I go up there and bash through hundreds of facts about how your colon works and it's not enjoyable, I could care more. Because that's sort of selfish of me to do. I'm just showing off about how much I know about the colon.
Right.
I've also got to be responsive to where your needs are and respectful to your insights, because people are sharp. They get it. But you got to give it to them in a way that's accessible. Oprah would stop me in the middle of a show, right in the middle. And she says, you know what? I didn't really understand what you said. And if I didn't understand it, I can guarantee they, pointing at the cameras, didn't get it. And that was always a nice wake-up call. She would keep me real. And there were times when I'd be so proud of what I figured out, I was going to just go on that path. It was like you're off on a safari in Africa, and people don't want to go there with you sometimes. They would have to focus on their relationships. What's going down now? What's causing pain in their lives? How come no one pays attention to them? How come no one respects them? Who's talked to them in ways that have made them feel demeaned? And how do you get them past that so they don't believe that BS anymore? Because you're worth it no matter who you are.